Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm a little bit late this evening. I had a bit of a toe accident for Elliot. He ended up kicking a door on the way out of the lounge, trying to get to the dog quickly, and he's hurt his toe. So I had a bit of a meltdown. So I'm a little bit late, so I do apologise. So I'm going to talk to you tonight about emotional mental health, how we can support our bodies and our mental health using essential oils, but also some other strategies. So it's not just all going to be oils, there's going to be some other strategies. Obviously, this is a much bigger subject, so I'm not going to go really in depth about each oil and what it does, because that's going to take me a long time. I'm going to tell you which oils are best, maybe try and tell you a little bit about each one. There's so many multitudes of oils that you can use for emotions. So there's so much you can do. So we're not going to cover everything, but that is something we can talk about, and I will talk to you on a one-to-one or in a small group and develop as we go. So we're going to talk a little bit about emotions. So how does essential oils work on emotions? Okay, so there's three ways to use oils. So we have our topically, putting them on our body. So we can put them onto our skin using a carrier oil, mostly with, like I say, a roller, or you can use your hands, and they will evaporate into the skin and be soaked up and then get into our cells. So that's the first way we can get that oil into our cells. The second way is using it and using it aromatically. Now, this is the quickest way we can use it for emotion. So we can use a diffuser. So there's one over here. I don't know if it's plugged in. Oh, I'll pick up the train one. That's probably easier. So this is a diffuser. This is a train. This is a children's diffuser. So you pop your water in there and put your oils in, and the steam comes out. Not just children, to be fair. And so that's the quickest way to get it into the air. Another way is straight from the bottle, breathe in from the bottle. And the second way is, which I'm going to do now, is particularly Wild Orange is one of my favorites for mood management. Breathe straight from the bottle, but if you put some on your hand, rub your hands together and just cup your hands, don't touch your eyes, and just take some really nice deep breaths. Now, what that does is, as you breathe in through the olfactory system, up past the olfactory nerve, and it sends a message to the limbic system in the brain. Now, the brain has very clever. It then tells your body what to do with it. So you can change your mindset within 20 seconds of breathing in. It takes 20 seconds to reach one cell, 20 seconds of breathing in through the olfactory system. You can really uplift and change your mindset. Now, obviously, that's really hard to do if you're suffering with anxiety, depression, and you're extremely low. One drop of oil is not going to go, oh, okay, everything's much better now. It is about consistency. It's about learning how to do these things and in conjunction with each other. So obviously we're going to do your deep breathing. So meditative breathing is really important. So meditation is a proven fact, a proven thing to do to increase positive mental health. So filling your lungs up really deep with air, or like I say, using your hands or a diffuser, opening up the lungs, but slowing the breathing down, keeping your eyes closed, is a surefire way to reduce cortisol levels in your body. Now, on Tuesday, I spoke about the immune health and cortisol, and why cortisol is needed, but what the dangers are. So if you haven't seen that bit, I'm not going to repeat it in this presentation. Go back and watch the Tuesday one. Okay. So it's really important that we lower those cortisol levels to better our immune health, but obviously we also are all over health. So that's one thing we can do, is meditative breathing, deep breathing. Okay. And you can do that anywhere. You don't have to be somewhere quiet, or you can do it anywhere. You can do it in the car, you can do it at work, you can go to the bathroom if you don't want to do it in front of people. Otherwise, I just put my oils on and I do it in front of people. You don't have to, but you can do it anywhere. It's not a set practice. Now, obviously, meditation, you can do guided meditations. There's loads on YouTube. Do a guided meditation. It might take, you can do 10 minutes, 20 minutes, really good before sleep as well. And obviously then ones require a little bit longer. But if you just want to do some meditative breathing, two of my favorite breathings are square breathing. So we breathe in for 5 seconds. We hold for 5 seconds. We breathe out. and we hold. And that draws a square. Now, again, you can do it on your hands. So you can breathe in, hold, out, hold. It's another really good way of visualizing. You can draw it around on a piece of paper. And then my other favorite breathing is sip breath. So when you breathe in, at the top, you take an extra sip. So I'm going to do that in a second. Okay, so at the top, you take an extra sip. So we go in, and then we go. And it really allows your lungs with only that residual volume to fill up, okay, with air. It's one of my favorites, and it's really one that I use that really controls my mind. Okay, so that's the first thing. Meditative breathing is really, really important. Add an oil to it, you are superpowering it. Okay, so again, I'm going to walk you through some oils in a second. The second thing that I like to do, and I like to do them first thing in the morning, I like to get up, I like to have silence, I like to do my breathing, I like to do my meditation, to at least just take 5 minutes to myself, taking some nice deep breaths. Then I move on to reading at the moment. I'm doing a little reading group with a couple of friends. We do 30 minutes of reading in the morning on Zoom, reading self-development books. So we do reading together. So one of us reads. So reading is really important. It's really good for your mindset. So again, you might not choose to read. You might choose to journal. You might choose to color. You might choose to listen to an audiobook. There might be something that you're choosing to do. And reading is what it really helps me calm down. Then I like to scribe. So that again is really important. So again, you might like to journal. You might like to just write anything down. I've got a couple of different books around. This is my newest little one that I've got. I won a raffle actually recently. I absolutely love it. So this has my giraffe, but it's full of paper, so I can actually take these in and out. So this is great. This is my gratitude. So what I do every day is I start my day with a set of gratitude. And on the first page, I write what I'm grateful for now. So I write down, I am so happy and grateful for, and I normally start, for example, yesterday, I'm so happy and grateful to be able to wake up each morning with good health and have good health of Steve, Harrison and Elliot is my first sentence. I'm so happy and so grateful. Do try and think of at least 3 things that you are happy and grateful for in the mornings. Okay, so I have all sorts on here. I'm not going to go through obviously because it's quite personal, but things that I'm grateful for now, what have happened in my life and I'm grateful for. On the second page, I then write my gratitude as what I want to happen. What do I want in the future? And I write it as if it's already happened. So me and Elliot have talked about it, and like he might say, I'm so happy and grateful to have scored a goal at football, for example. I might be, I'm so happy and grateful to one of my big things is to have a new house or have whatever it is, a garden that you want, or whatever it is that you're visualizing, those bigger goals in life, good health, if that's what it is for you, you write it as if it's already happened. So positive affirmation, focusing on positive only and what you are grateful for. So that's what I do. I do my journaling. I then do affirmations. So I move on to affirmations. There's loads of apps about affirmations. You can write your own. I've got some little affirmation cards here. So you can literally choose something, and you could be success should be based on happiness and little else. You can tell yourself some affirmations. Accept yourself. Don't be ruled by the negative within the voices. Your past does not define you. But you can write your own affirmations for something that's personal to you and repeat those affirmations. Ideally in a mirror, tell yourself, I am great, I am fabulous, I am a size 10. Whatever it is that you want to be, tell yourself that attitude. So that's another thing that I like to do in the morning. I know it's all a bit kooky, but I tell you, it works really, really well. So affirmations is another thing to do. So I'm now going to just talk to you a little bit about some oils that you can throw into when you're doing all this. Positive mindset's really important. Anybody that knows me well knows that I love the laws of attraction, and I love the book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and also The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. I absolutely love focusing on the laws of attraction. If you know nothing about laws of attraction, come and have a conversation with me and I will walk you through, or have a look it up and find out more about laws of attraction. And it is about what you put out there is what you get back. Okay. So if you are a positive person, you will be getting positivity back. If you're negative and you're bitchy and you're horrible about people, you're going to get it all straight back. So, you know, if you are focusing on debt or ill health, I'm constantly, I'm unwell. This is happening to me. This is happening to me. This is happening to me. It's going to keep happening to you. How many people say, you know, it comes in threes? Oh, it's bad luck comes in threes. Well, I've just done this. If you start focusing, oh, my washing machine broke. Oh, now my iron's broke. Oh, now what else is going to happen? You're asking the universe for negative things. So focus on the positive. It's, again, really easy to do, but really hard to do. So that's just me rabbiting on about laws of attraction. But I do live by that philosophy, and it's really important to me. So oils for emotions. Always your basics will be wild orange. Okay, so wild orange is always a go-to. It's citrusy, it's uplifting, it's amazing for emotions, smells beautiful. So something quick, easy, and cheap. It's cheap oil, wild orange. Okay, so that's the first one. Then we move on to things like peppermint. So peppermint, again, heightens your senses. Peppermint's 1 drop of peppermint equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. Really, really strong. So again, one of those together is really nice. I love wild orange and peppermint in a diffuser. And if you really want to focus on memory and attention, add in some rosemary. Okay. Then I also love something as simple as lavender. So if I'm feeling anxious and I want to calm, I will go along the florals and I'll go along the lavender roots. If I'm feeling anxious and I need picking me up and I feel agitated, then I will go along the citrus and the mint route. So just so that you're aware of which way to go. So it depends how you feel. You want to calm down, you're jittery and you want to calm down, then go more calming oils. If you want to get attention and pick yourself up again and be brighter, go more citrus and mints. Another one of my favorites when it comes down to emotions is balance. Balance is our grounding blend. It grounds our emotions. It keeps us calm. It balances everything out again. It's like I say, it's our massive one in our household when it comes down to sensory overload, depression, and autism. And I like to mix that with citrus bliss. Citrus bliss is just another citrus. So you don't have to have citrus bliss. You can use wild orange. It's just another citrus, but it's a mixture. Has vanilla in there as well. And it has a lovely mixture of citrus and it really does pick you up. So there's that one. And then so they're the main ones. Then I like to also move on to, we have adaptive. So adaptive is our newest mental health blend. It's been put together specifically for emotions. Okay, it's called the calming blend and it works really well on calming. Again, that one calms you down. It has things like copaiba in there. It has spearmint. I'm trying to think what else is in here. Orange. I'm trying to see, the words are so small. Copaiba, orange. I think it's got lavender in here as well. But it has really high linalool levels as well, which is your calming levels. And then other oils I love, Serenity. Serenity is a nighttime bed oil, but it works absolutely amazing on emotions as well. So don't, just because something works at night doesn't mean it's going to make you sleepy somewhere else. It's not. So the fantastic thing about oils is they have so many different components in them. They've got multitude of uses. So for example, wild orange, again, can be used to uplift, but it can also be used for sleeping well. So really simple, okay? Air can be used on the respiratory system, but can also be used for emotions. Everything has a completely different level. Everything can do multitude of things because of the way it's built. And then the other one that I love is copaiba. I talk about copaiba all the time. Copaiba is similar to CBD oil, but it works. It's more natural and it works amazingly. So I take copaiba internally. So that's the other thing. You can take the others internally. You can take wild orange, peppermint, lavender, citrus bliss, all of those internally. We don't take the adaptive balance and serenity internally, but you can do the others. And pop that into a veggie cap or under the tongue and keep doing that during the day. If you're really struggling 2-3 times a day, do pop that into veggie caps to calm down and really help your systemic. And then also using it topically. So pop in those oils on. Now, I love a few different blends. I use all sorts of blends, but I make all sorts every time. These are just some of the oils you can use. You can use a multitude of oils when it comes down to emotions. So don't think, at the end of the day, if you have a favorite oil, you can use anything you like. We also have the children's kit, so you can use Calmer, you can use Thinker, Brave. Oh my God, Brave is amazing. And we also have 6 oils in an emotions range that are already done by doTERRA and made into blends. Now, I haven't got them in here, but there's also 6 oils that are ready made. So again, I'm not going to give you mountains and mountains and mountains of oils because it's not going to help if you were a new person. Okay, so really, if you were new, we are focusing on the oils that you can get in your sets and how to use them. Okay, so in the Aroma Touch Diffused, you've got Balance, you've got you've got Lavender, you've got Tea Tree. Tea Tree is really good for boundaries and emotions. If you have somebody that's stepping over boundaries and like getting a bit too close or too much stress, use Tea Tree on yourself to set those boundaries. On Guard, again, is really good still for emotions. We have Aroma Touch, again, really good. Deep Blue, if you are suffering emotional pain, Deep Blue you can also use for emotional pain as well as physical pain. And then you have Wild Orange and Peppermint. So you have all of those oils in the Aroma Touch Diffused, and you get a diffuser. And that's all £130. So, you know, you are getting absolutely loads for your money. And then you also have 10 in the Family Essentials. Now these, again, you've got frankincense. Frankincense works really well on our emotional states. You've got Deep Blue, Zengest, which is your stomach oil, Peppermint, Tea Tree, On Guard. Then this time you've got Air, open respiration system, but it's really good at cleansing the body. Lemon, similar to Orange. If you do buy one of these sets, I do give you a welcome pack and you get an orange in there anyway. Oregano obviously is your natural antibiotic, but it's also good for emotions, and lavender. So on top of this, if you buy these sets and you're buying them for emotions, I do throw in a free book, and I have an emotions with essential oil book to throw in for you that's worth £25. So do speak to me on those. We've got some fantastic deals going on at the moment. Again, I don't want to go too heavy on deals because somebody might watch this later on and those deals might be gone. So that's a little bit about just some of the things I do. I could talk to you for hours about emotions and what I do, but there is some really good apps. There's some NHS apps out there. Just going to see if I can pull them up for you. You've got Headspace, Calm. You've got those 2 apps, which are really good. I love an app I use called I Am, and it sends me affirmations through the day. I'm just going to show you. There you go. I am so safe. Everything is okay. So it sends me messages throughout the day, and it sends me affirmations on my phone. So I can see. It's going to let me, because I don't do I do it free, so I don't. It just sends them to me. So I'm just wondering. I don't know if I can see the old ones from today. I don't think I can. Okay. I spend time with friends who make me happy. I deserve to be good. I deserve to feel good. My happiness is my own responsibility. I am loved and lovable. I focus on what I can control and let go of the rest. I am destined to achieve what I want to achieve. I am always working on my goals. The more I focus my mind upon the good, the more good comes into my life. And they come on my phone every few hours, and it sends me a message every couple of hours, and it sends me an affirmation. So it's really simple. So they're just some of the things that I do. Again, I would work with you on a one-to-one level, and we would work our way forward, because dealing with anxiety, depression, and emotions can be very, very hard. If you are a parent and you have a child like we do, we have children with additional needs, please look after yourself first. I do talk to a lot of parents, just generally anyway, parents. We do need to look after us, because if we're not, or a carer of any description, if you're a healthcare worker, again, anything like that, you do need to look after you first, because if you're not looking after you, then you're not able to look after the people around you, and then that has a knock-on effect. Talk to me very well about that. I suffer quite badly with depression and anxiety, particularly anxiety nowadays. My depression is almost under check. I have, you know, the odd day where I'm feeling really low, and sometimes I forget to use my oils, and it is consistency. I've had quite a bad evening this evening. Like I say, Elliot's hurt himself, and children take it out on you, and it's an emotionally difficult. So please do look after yourself, because we have to look after you first. And if you're not getting your emotions in check, and you're not getting good sleep, and you're not having a good immune system, and you're suffering, then you can't look after them to the same level and you haven't got the patience. So do come and talk to me. Like I say, I am booking in free one-to-ones. I can do small groups as well if you're part of a small group, and I can walk you through exactly what you need. But I'm a firm believer that every household should have either Family Essentials or an Aromatouch diffused to get you started. It's very important. It is not a luxury item. I have so many people say, oh, but it's expensive. £125 on your healthcare for the rest of the year is not expensive. It's relative. It's you pay per drop. So you buy so Wild Orange, for example, is about 3p a drop. Okay, so you know it is relative of what you're using, and the amount of things that you can do with it is the outcome really. So again, Family Essentials are 125. Aromatouch diffuse is 130 because you get the diffuser with that too, so that's a really good price. So if it's something you're interested in, message me. I have, like I say, loads of things going on. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can just find me on my doTERRA website, which is www.mydoterra.com/Sabrina Smart, all one word, and you can buy your oils on there, or do message me first if you want my deals. Right, I'm going to go and sort out my child who's in a bit of pain at the moment and just try to go and get him more comfortable, and I will speak to you very soon.